Oh, well, actually, hang on. Okay, so where's the king? Probably in the same place he's always is. Alright, where are you, Ravad? Yo.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics.
What brings you here?
They will
A threat.
attack
I'm
soon,
issuing you one.
with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy.
Sure, why not? Be done.
Allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Sure, why not?
Have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us.
Sure,
We'll take
why
time
not?
to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Oh good. We got us sometimes later. Okay, is there anything we can talk to him
Have you
about?
spoken to Blameless Murad?
Nope.
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Okay. Where the hell is he? Oh, there you are.
Who does it? Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel.
Sweet.
Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us.
Woohoo!
You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Hint, hint. So this is now the last part. So we can go and basically visit both of these sites, which both of these sites, basically to talk to people, and then we get to the point where it's the rest before the final battle, and that's where the game basically the game stops. Because after that, it's just basically not a cutscene, but just like you do stuff, but then once you finish it all and finish the mission, finish the quest, it's basically you reset back before you go to sleep. And it just keeps on going back in a loop I was mentioning earlier. So I actually think I'm actually gonna take this one now. We're going to the we're going to the frozen north. Whoops. To the frozen north.
This must be the pass Latour was talking about, with Banuk territory just above.
Here we are. Okay, so we know we're in the right area because there's a whole ton of blue. And wow, there's actually a ton of shit here.
Can't carry more.
Holy shit, there's like blaze and all that sort of here, so... What's that? That's light. Oh, yeah, I have used a Tripcaster. Oh, I'm in the wrong bloody thing, hang on. Okay. Get up here.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's basically, fuck you, I do whatever I want. Oh yeah, by the way, having these is basically the best thing you can have on you right now. What is that? That's a
New predator.
Scorcher, Jesus. I should probably equip that. Give me a second. And boom goes the dynamite. So yeah, basically from now on, we're basically going to be doing the Frozen North stuff. Once we finish all of that, we'll head back and finish off the rest of the game. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long to do this. But...
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
yeah. And welcome to the Frozen Wilds.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora? I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Yeah, hello.
You'll stay long. Smoke rising from the mountain. And village too. What's it for?
Yeah. Investigate the source of the smoke.
Led our best to deaths.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Young people's
What's going on? We got barbecue?
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
So what are they doing?
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Okay. Ha. Panic? Guess not. Wait, does he have a chainsaw or lance?
my hunters and kill it.
For our kin seized the fate all Banuk long for, falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning.
As the ancient tale says,
Soon,
motto is,
we will
the
again
struggle
take up
is
the hunt
real.
against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
And my axe.
In your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. It frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Oh boy, there's a lot of... That's okay.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Or both.
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea.
Mumbo-jumbo is there too? I didn't realize Skullface Shaman was there.
Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just...
Wonder if Humble Wumber is there too.
So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Although technically both Mumbo Jumbo and Humble Wumba can't be in the same location, usually.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea,
I'm surprised you know what indigestion
she
is.
took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about?
Yeah.
Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Eh, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something, and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions.
Okay.
All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners.
Right.
Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Actually, you know, with the Storm Slinger, the Ice One, and the Fire Spitter, I wonder if we can get adapt versions of those. Okay.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Araya or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
Some Oseram are skilled hunters, but none grant machines the respect they owe.
Alright, so here's basically... Oh, technically... Yeah.
We've never faced anything like the machines that guard.
I'm gonna quickly save, but in off screen, I'm gonna go and get 2 things. I'm gonna get all the blue gleam stuff on this map area of the map, and I'm gonna get some 9 different types of salt, I think it was. And the reason for this is with the blue gleam, we can use that to get basically these blue gleam based weapons and here, rarity of weapons and armors, which honestly doesn't really matter because we got what will probably be considered the best armor anyway. So, but yeah, the salt stuff we have to collect for a mission, but we might as well save. But because it's all over the map, we gotta collect it and then come back here anyway. So yeah, stay tuned.